It's the second month of using this BYD CO5 and today, let's talk about it. Hindi na ako magbibigay ulit ng huge list of pros and cons kasi na-discuss na natin siya before. But today, I do have one cons that I've noticed. Yun lang is the braking system. So, whenever I park na patagilid na may konting taas, ang nangyayari is gumaganon siya. Nag-sway siya. So, that's an issue for me because sa previous car ko naman, tuloy-tuloy lang siya pag nag-brake. But for this time, gumaganon siya. Nagba-back and forth siya and I'll show you right now.
Ayan o, nakita yun? Nagpo-forward siya eh. Ayan o. So, nakakawala ng diskarte. Hindi siya tuloy-tuloy na padiretso. Magpo-forward mo na siya. Bago siya magba-backward. Again. Talagang pag hindi pantay, gano'n siya talaga.
Meron naman diskarte para maging dire-diretso siya. Pero of course, ayaw naman natin yun. Kung pwede sana, tuloy-tuloy lang pag nagba-backward and, you know, parking. So that, I have to discuss next month with the PMS people. So, pupunta naman to next month sa casa. So, I'll talk to them about this and maybe they can fix the issue. Baka adjustment lang siya. Sana adjustment lang siya.
Now, let's go to the app. Ngayon, sa app na to, meron tayong both pros and cons. Ngayon, punta muna tayo sa con kasi nasa con tayo. So, merong issue before na hindi kumukonect yung app sa car. So, meron namang quick fix dito and after a long research, alam ko na kung paano yung quick fix. If you want me to teach you how to do it, let me know down in the comments and gagawa na lang akong video tungkol dito. Ngayon, let's now go to the pros of using the app. Isa sa mga pros of using the app is kahit na nasa second floor ka, kahit na nasa third floor ka, pwede mong i-close yung door, i-unlock yung door, i-open yung aircon, kahit na nasan ka. Perfect to. Kunyari, nakapark ka sa isang mainit na lugar, ito ang perfect solution. Another pro is, aside from the app, kung mainit talaga yung paparkingan mo, meron tayong isang solusyon. And medyo, ito naman, kailangan may distance ka na sa car. Kailangan medyo malapit ka sa car. Kahit na nasa labas ka, all you have to do is click this key fob right here and then mag-on siya. And then, pwede mo nang i-enjoy yung car na malamig kahit na nakapark ka outdoor. Tingnan natin kung nag-work. Yan o, naka-on na yung car. And naka-on na rin ang aircon.
Aside from that, wala na akong ibang pros and cons so far. I'm just really loving the car. All of the cons so far are minor. For this video, we will talk about how much I have spent using the HEV mode. So last month, if you have missed it, diniscuss natin na I have to reach at least 1,000 kilometers in HEV mode, which is a requirement of the car, of the manufacturer, and the casa. Na at least 1,000, pero I'm trying to reach 1,500 na HEV mode. So, ang technique dyan is, hindi talaga ako mag-charge ng battery para puro gas ang gamitin. Which is what I have been trying to do. And today we will discuss how much is it really na puro gas lang. Walang charging, wala akong ginastos sa charging this month. And I'm so happy. Kasi, even if I just use gas, matipid pa rin siya. Bakit? Because of the regenerative braking. Kasi wala yung naka 70% state of charge. This is the state of charge. Ngayon, this only means na kapag yung battery ko ay nag-reach na 70%, automatically mag-on na yung engine to charge the car and help the car maintain that 70%. So, yun yung HEV mode. So, habang gumagalaw ka, mag-charge ng battery, gagamitin niya yung gas to charge the battery. Ganun yung science nun. So, I haven't charged for the 3 weeks. Talaga hinahabol ko yung 1,000 kilometers. Tipid siya kasi nga, when it reached naman 70 and 71, kapag nag-accelerate ako, ang nangyayari is, gagamitin naman ni car yung battery. Tapos mahuhulog siya again to 70 to 69. Mag-charge ulit yung car. So, ganun siya. So, nakakatipid ako in that way. And, so far, napag-usapan natin, ang gas ko, when I was using my Honda, which is a full gas car, I was spending 1,500 or 1,800 or at least 6,000 a month. So far, me driving this car, I have literally been only spending, maximum ko na siguro yung 1,000 a week. So, in short, my 6,000 has dropped to maximum na yung 4,000. I saved up 2,000 with this car. 2,000 pesos in the month. Pero that's the maximum kasi may 1 week akong 500 lang yung ginastos ko. May 1 week akong 1,000 yung pinagas ko. So, literally, 4,000 a month. So, for now, no major issues. Next month will be my PMS, my 3rd month. Basically it. So, ayun lang for today. I don't have any other issues talaga. I'm generally happy. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Sobrang laki ng tipid lang talaga ng car na to, even without charging. I hope you've learned a lot in this short video. And yeah, see you again soon.